Hello friends, this is teacher JV. Today we are going to study 10 expressions. The first expression we are going to study today is as a rule. As a rule means most of the time, normally. You should wash your white clothes and color clothes separately, as a rule. You should eat less meat and more vegetables, as a rule. As a rule, the teacher does not like it when students leave early. Do you think I can eat this banana? Well, as a rule, eating is not allowed on the subway. The next expression is be at a loss. Be at a loss means be unable to think. I am at a loss for words. She was at a loss about what to do with the elephant in the backyard. I know the man you're talking about, but I'm at a loss to think of his name. I am at a loss as to what to cook for dinner. Let's order pizza. The next one is come up with. Come up with means think of. We have to come up with a plan. When did you come up with that idea? He came up with a plan to solve the problem. You named your dog Tweety? It is the best I could have come up with. The next one, for short. For short means a shorter way to say your name. This is my friend Coronadino Calentanogue. His friends call him Casey for short. My name is Alexander, but you can call me Alex for short. I work for Seattle Auto Company, or SAC for short. What kind of car is that? It's a sport utility vehicle, SUV for short. The next one is in spite of. In spite of means regardless of something, despite. In spite of the rain, they went to the beach. In spite of the bad weather, we will go hiking. The company kept hiring new employees in spite of its decreasing sales. How was your trip to Mexico? I had a great time in spite of the hurricane. Next one, look to A for B. Look to A for B means turn and ask A to give B. She usually looks to her parent for support. You should look to your parent for help if you don't have enough money. He looked to his best friend for advice when he needed a job. Don't worry about the test. We can study together. It's nice to know that I can look to you for help. Thanks. The next one, neither A nor B. Neither A nor B means both A and B do not or are not. Neither I nor my brother is as tall as our father. Neither I nor my sister is as beautiful as my mother. She looked for her professor, but he was neither in his office nor in the classroom. Neither Jim nor Amy are going to the movie. I guess it's just the two of us then. The next one, point out. Point out means indicate. Excuse me, could you point out a barber shop? The waiter pointed out the chef special on the menu. He pointed out the places he visited on the map. Wow, that girl is really ugly. I should point out that she's my sister. The next one, run into. Run into means meet by chance. I had a feeling I'd run into you. I often run into people I know at the bus stop. While I was in Hollywood, I ran into a famous actor in the supermarket. What took you so long at the store? I ran into my old elementary school teacher. The next one, when it comes to. When it comes to means regarding, when dealing with. He doesn't know very much when it comes to mathematics. When it comes to explaining difficult subjects, she's the best teacher. He doesn't know very much when it comes to cars. Can you help me install this computer program? Sorry, when it comes to computers, I'm a real dunce. Based on the expressions you learned, choose the best answer. Number 1. Blank, I never go swimming right after I eat. As a rule, in spite of, neither here nor there. The answer is A, as a rule. As a rule, I never go swimming right after I eat. Number 2, he was blank for words when he won the award. A, at a loss, as a rule, for short. The answer is at a loss. He was at a loss for words when he won the award. Number 3. How did you blank such a clever idea for a story? Be at a loss, come up with, look to. Answer is B, come up with. How did you come up with such a clever idea for a story? Number 4. She was the perfect choice blank, finding someone to organize the conference. Ran into, when it came to, was at a loss. The answer is B, when it came to. She was the perfect choice when it came to finding someone to organize the conference. Number 5. There was no need to blank the mistake. Everyone could see it. Come up with, look to, point out. The answer is C, point out. There was no need to point out the mistake. Everyone could see it. Number 6. He drank blank because he was driving. Neither beer nor wine. In spite of. For short. Answer is A, neither beer nor wine. He drank neither beer nor wine because he was driving. Number 7. We blank an old friend of ours at the movie theater. Came up with, ran into, were at a loss. Answer is B, ran into. We ran into an old friend of ours at the movie theater. Number 8. You could blank your grandparents for information about your ancestors. Point out, look to, run into. Answer is B, look to. You could look to your grandparents for information about your ancestors. Number 9. Blank the terrible weather. We had a nice time on our vacation. In spite of, when it comes to, as a rule. Answer, in spite of. In spite of the terrible weather, we had a nice time on our vacation. Number 10. Although our team name is the Buccaneers, people call us the Bucks. Blank. In spite of, as a rule, for short. The answer is C, for short. Although our team name is the Buccaneers, people call us the Bucks, for short. Now we are going to read a conversation at the dinner table. As you read the conversation, fill in the blanks. The expressions we are going to use to fill in the blanks are am at a loss, for short, coming up with, ran into, in spite of, neither blonde hair nor. Guess who I blanked today? So it's going to be ran into. Guess who I ran into today? Who? Robert Smith. Who? Robert Smith, the boy who used to cut our lawn. I blank. What does it look like? I am at a loss. I am at a loss. I am at a loss. What does it look like? Remember, he had blonde hair and glasses. He was really short. Nope, I'm not blank any kid like that in my memory. So the blank is going to be coming up with, C-O-M-I-N-G, coming up with. No, I'm not coming up with any kid like that in my memory. Anyway, he's starting college. Now he has blonde glasses. So he has neither blonde hair, neither B-L-O-N-D-E hair, nor glasses. He has dark hair and he's much taller, but blank the fact that he's grown up, he still chews bubblegum. So the blank is in spite of the fact that he's grown up, he still chews bubblegum. Now I remember him. We used to call him Bob blank, for short. For short. Right, Bubblegum Bob. Now, let us read a story. My husband and I went to a high school reunion party in our old town. Almost 100 people were there. As a rule, I enjoy meeting people. But when it comes to large, noisy parties, I get very tired. I told my husband that I would prefer not to stay for too long. My husband pointed out that we should at least say hello to the people that we knew. We did run into several old friends at the party, so in spite of the crowd, I still had a good time. During the party, a young man came up to us. "Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brown," he said to us. He looked familiar, but I didn't know where I had seen the young man before. I knew it was no use looking to my husband for help. He's terrible at coming up with the names to match with the faces. This time, we were both at a loss to think of his name. We talked with the young man for a while and then a couple came up to us. It was Don and Liz Wilson. Her name is Elizabeth, but everyone calls her Liz for short. They were friends of ours. We had kept in touch, but had not seen them for many years. The young man left after a few minutes to talk with some of his other friends. I told the Wilsons, "I'm sorry we did not introduce you to that nice young man. Neither my husband nor I could figure out his name." "That's all right," said Mr. Wilson. "He's our son." Okay, friends, this is the conclusion of today's study. I will come back to you with another story and expressions. Until then, keep studying English and have a great day. Bye.